What was it like to live in the Wild West? If you had a chance to go back in time, would you dare to live in the era of the Wild West? In this video, we will be exploring the mind-blowing facts and details about the Wild West. Hold on to your horse's reins and be in awe. Let's start with the most interesting part, the food. Isn't it exciting to know what the pioneers had eaten in a challenging environment? The staple food of a pioneer is dried meat, dried fruit, beans, and beef. Creativity has saved the pioneers from death. As a result of this creativity, there are food creations that existed before that may not please your stomach. Here are a few of the interesting food creations you'll have to know. Back then, skunks are consumed for proteins and are mostly roasted. Lieutenant James Albert once documented in his diary that they have caught a polecat and cooked it. He emphasized that people should watch out for the odor. Though the smell is bothersome, the meat it can provide is enough. In long journeys and nomadic lifestyles, food scarcity is rampantly faced by the pioneers. Now, have you heard of vinegar pie? This pie is created using apple cider vinegar as a substitute for fresh lemons or apples. With its tartiness and citrusy taste, satisfaction is achieved. Of course, after food intake, we have to relieve ourselves. But before, bathrooms don't live up to be called comfort rooms. Outhouses are built over a deep hole, and numerous people use them. Hence, the stench can be unbearable. Since some outhouses aren't built with good ventilation, they can cause asphyxiation. If one carries a cigarette, they can be at risk for explosion from trapped gases. Since toilet tissues are yet to be produced, the pioneers, or Westerners, used newspapers, magazines, and corn cobs. Corn cobs are efficient since they are widely available outside and can do the job effectively. Soap in the Wild West doesn't necessarily make you smell fresh and clean. One has to create their own soap from animal fat. Due to this, skin irritation can happen. Shampoo, on the other hand, is almost non-existent. Before, pioneers used yucca plant extract to wash their hair. Also, toothbrushes and toothpaste are not commonly used. Can you imagine living without taking a bath? With modern advertising's influence, cleanliness was used as a basis for purity. Pioneers soak on bodies of water such as ponds and rivers. Children, on the other hand, are mostly bathed on porcelain and metal basins. Bathhouses were established and are highly sought in towns. Since sanitation and proper hygiene are not commonly practiced, diseases kill most of the population. Cholera, diarrhea, and stomachache are the rampant diseases of the Wild West due to pest infestation and food contamination. Clean water isn't highly accessible since leaking outhouses can contaminate it. Additionally, the dry climate can influence the growth of bacteria that cause tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a deadly and incurable disease back then, thus killing billions of people. Medicines are trial of error. Some can be toxic and some can be ineffective. Also, doctors are rare, making healthcare an impossible thing. Thus, one doesn't die of stab wounds, but instead, wound infections. One of the misconceptions about the Wild West is that it is packed with violence. According to Eugene Holland, the Wild West was more peaceful, safer, and civilized than modern American society. To further support this, the research done by Terry Anderson and P.J. Hill revealed that the property rights were protected and the civil order prevailed. You can continue our journey to the Wild West by clicking one of the following links.